My name is Emma Wickens, and I live on the family ranch, Salt Creek Ranch, with my wife and our 5 children, and my folks also live down the road from us. I am the 4th generation to come back and run the ranch. Our children are the 5th generation. We're a beef cattle operation, but within that, it's a mix of yearlings that we will run on summer grass, replacement heifers that we will buy or raise and then develop and breed and resell. So we start calving kind of mid-May in that neighborhood, and that's just to help ease the labor requirements for us, but also ease the impact on the animals. Haying is fairly expensive. The price of equipment is outrageous. The price of fuel, labor, all those things. We really want to hay only the most productive fields that we have, because we're all dry land. So we really try to take care of our hay ground and try to get it to produce as much as possible. Right now we're doing daily moves. Take a pasture, typically cut it in half with electric fence, and then we'll pull smaller electric fence lines off of that for a daily move. We'll go into a pasture, we'll clip it, we'll figure out how many pounds of forage per acre that are in there, and then we know how many animals we have, what they weigh, how much they're eating a day, then we can figure out how many acres they would need for one day of grazing, basically. So this was farmed many years ago, and we're trying to get more diversity back into it, and we're doing that with animal impact. So they start blurring these lines between native and introduced, and it all starts kind of mixing together. I view our land with the 4 processes of the water cycle, mineral, energy, and community dynamics. Keeping those things balanced, being aware of all 4 of those things on every acre, every inch of our ground, as much as possible, is how we keep things healthy and moving forward. If you're out of balance and you build something great, eventually whatever was neglected will catch up. So Emma and I, we want to have balance in our lives. And this is a big thing that is really hard. So difficult, balances. And so difficult that it's essentially been written off as this thing that does not exist, which drives me nuts, right? They say, I've heard it so many times, they say balance is a unicorn. It doesn't exist. And I just flat reject that. And I'm not talking about perfect balance, because you can't, no one can have perfect balance.
Hi, I'm Emma Wickens. I work here at Wickens Salt Creek Ranch. I am Eric's best hand. Figuring out a balance within agriculture is really key. We definitely try to not overly, work the kids, but try to find areas that they're interested in. If you're going to be able to kind of pass the ranch or the farming or anything on to the next generation, you have to take balance and you have to take it seriously, because it does, it will affect the next generation.
We work really hard, but we also play really hard together as a family, and we just try to keep that connection very strong. There's a lot of kids that are not coming back to take over these ag operations. And so we ask ourselves why that is, and it's for a lot of different reasons, but a lot of times there can be resentment towards if everybody worked too hard, right? If Dad was always gone working, and he was always gone working because he was going to give this to the kids, like he was doing it for them. But they don't get that.
Claire, she's our oldest. She's 15, almost 16, and then we have Lindy, who is 13, Marin, who is 11, and our twin boys, Wade and Walker, are 9 years old.
Honestly, I want them to do whatever whatever their passion is, whatever really fills them up. If that's back here, that's great. I would love that. Love the girls. I also love that mix of having a couple monsters, and they are monsters. Boys are different. Like they are a different breed.
I actually ended up doing a painting of a dandelion. I named the painting Friend or Foe because when you look at it, it helps you start to actually internalize like where your feelings are with plants. Because you can take that one example and you can apply it to agriculture big time, because we do the same thing with our farming practices and our grazing and our management practices in general.
When you grow up in this place, right, you get kind of railroad tracked into the same thinking that you grew up with. And so having someone like her come in and blow that up every once in a while is really helpful. She's very involved and challenges me to think about this stuff, which is exactly what I was attracted to her in the first place. Was like, all right, this is somebody that is gonna push me and make me better as a person as well.
I think when a person wants to explore how they can improve their land, whether it is your backyard or it's a large amount of acreage, first and foremost, it has to start with a paradigm shift. Realize that you have to take an old set of glasses off and you have to put on a new pair of lenses, and be okay with them feeling a little bit funny for a while.